Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Cambridge RTG. Today we start with them. At home against third-placed main rivals Peterborough United, who are, of course, challenging for automatic promotion and or the title in this save. But at the minute, Hull and Luton are streets ahead of anybody else. We're only 6 points behind Borough and could close that to 3 should we be able to win this game. It is, in fact, a game in hand on Salford, Wigan and Bolton, who have already played. So if we win it, we will go up to 4th again and be 3 points behind Peterborough in 3rd. But we are considerably behind Hull and Luton at this stage. So it does look like playoffs only for now. But, of course, there's still a long way to go. We're literally at the halfway stage, 23 games played of the 46. So there's plenty of time for Hull and Luton to fall off the wagon. And if Ipswich's run last year is to be taken into account, then certainly they could fall off the wagon. Ipswich were flying at one point in the season and looked a dead cert for the title, let alone automatic promotion. And they fell away. Didn't even finish in the playoffs, I don't think, Ipswich. So they are struggling right now. As we approach the January transfer window, we do have some potential for some transfer dealings. Obviously, we're losing Varga on the right-hand side of our backup 11. Just an older player. He's being sold. The money that's raised from that will go into loaning or free agent loaning another winger. Unless we lose Sam Shering or Sadie as well, because I might not have played them enough, in which case we might have to think outside the box and look to loan again in the centre-back and or striker and or wing roles and use the free agent loan signing somewhere else. I have some names on my shortlist already, having gone through the free agent list from players that we could short-term deal or loan. The older players like Ihikwe or Barkhausen or Modu Barrow, Brennan Dickinson, they're players that I would look to probably bring in as a short-term deal on 6 months basically, or 18 months as an absolute maximum, and then let their contract expire and then we wouldn't use them anymore. The younger guys would probably be a sign to then let expire at the end of the season and then see what happens with them. But the older players are probably my preferred because it's more realistic that there might be some older players that haven't been able to find a club that we might be able to snap up. So we'll see what we can do in the transfer window, but for now, we're going to concentrate on the football that's to be played. Peterborough to start, then a full week's break until Lincoln on Christmas Day because FIFA. And then on the 28th, we have Shrewsbury at home. 3 played games as ever today, and hopefully some points on the board. Actually, what is our form like? Back-to-back, no, not back-to-back. 3 undefeated games, 2 wins in there. I haven't seen the Morecambe game, but 3 undefeated games in a row. We lost to Wimbledon in the Cup, and we felt frustrated to have lost that. And outside of that, actually, that's the only defeat we've had since we lost to Rotherham in the league. So we haven't lost in the league since the end of October. So we're almost 2 months unbeaten domestic in league football. So let's try and keep that going against Peterborough. What's the morale looking like? A little bit down. So we'll go to the pre-match press conference and hope to boost morale a little bit here if we can. I believe the update is out now. So yes, it's fixed. We will be able to get a boost in confidence from these pre-match press conference now, when previously we weren't unfortunately able to do so. But the bug has been fixed. Thank you, dev team. Plenty of work still to be done, but as long as bug fixes are on their way, we can't really complain too much, can we? They're getting there one bug at a time, whilst obviously trying to make the new game too. Right, drop the video a like if you're enjoying this save. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on any more, of course. Coming to you every single day. And we'll crack on and go and play Peterborough. Ugh. I hate saying that word. In goal for Peterborough is still Christy Pym. 5 at the back for them again. Joe Ward, Nathan Thompson, Josh Knight, Frankie Kent, and Harrison Burrows. You'll notice Kent and Josh Knight now both in the 70s. I believe Frankie Kent was still in the late 60s last time we played Peterborough. Leandro Fuchs is now 72. Jack Taylor 71. Sammy Schmodix is 69. Aurelian Scheidler up top is now 70. And Jack Marriott may only be 68, but he's very deadly. So a really good team for Peterborough, annoyingly. But our team is growing well now too. Ironside is up to 70 and gets the start. Ogedina's up to 71. Iredale and Jones are both up to 68. Lancaster's now 70. Afolayan is now 71 as well. So we are growing well. And to be fair, we are genuinely challenging for the playoffs this year. It's not like last season where we were there or thereabouts and then dropped all the way down to 15th around about this time of year last season, didn't we? With a terrible run of form. that in the end ultimately cost us automatic promotion. All we needed was 3 extra points and we'd have not only made it into the playoffs, but have gotten automatic promotion as well. So wanting to avoid any heavily negative runs like that again this season, and we should be able to put the form together to grab the promotion that we so desperately want to get into the championship next year. Lancaster caught there, and that is a lovely position for a free kick, if you don't mind. A yellow card for the Peterborough man, and George Chapman will step up for this. 25 yards out, it's a bit closer than his last one. I'll put a lot of power on it. We'll try and get it away from the keeper. Didn't quite get my angle right. With the spin on the ball, unfortunately, outside the foot shot that was comfortable for the keeper after 7 minutes. We will remain at 0-0. Oh, I thought Joey wasn't going to intercept that there. We have the best defensive record in the league continually. But equally, we are still not scoring enough. Although, we are still in the plus. To be fair, still having the goal-scoring issues that we feel like we're having, and still being challenging well in the playoffs, just shows the scope that this side could have in the championship next year if we're able to get up and solve those goal-scoring issues, which I'm sure we will. It's getting to the point now where we think we're probably starting to have to look somewhere other than Nibs and Joey. Joey Ironside got a very important goal for us at the end of the last episode, so he's earned his start back here. But at 70 rated, it might be time to try and move him on now that he's gone up a few, and obviously will be valued a little bit higher and is still aging. Obviously 29 years of age, Joey Ironside now in this save, pushing 30, and then he'll start to decline because FIFA's FIFA, unfortunately. Can I get to that first with Lloyd Jones? We can. So I am genuinely contemplating swapping things around up top in the next summer transfer window. That's probably going to be the next port of call for us, is to change our goal scorers, unfortunately. I'd love Nibs and Sam Smith, who's just buried that header very nicely indeed, and Joey Ironside to take us as high as possible. But I think as high as they're going to take us is the playoffs in League One and at least get the promotion to the Championship. I don't know if they're going to be able to take us much further than that, not without drastic improvements with their ability on the ball. Ball control, dribbling, passing, etc. Nice finish from Sam Smith with his head there, though. We get ourselves a 1-0 lead against the Borough. Good. Fuck 'em. Nicely intercepted by Chapman. To Afolayan. To George Chapman again. And Smith has Joey on the move. We'll use Afolayan. And then we'll just try and lift this into the middle. There's just too many Peterborough men in the way, unfortunately. Taking their time at the back, being patient with it. Which they're more than welcome to do, provided they then make mistakes when going forward. But they don't seem to be doing that yet. Well, no, there we go. Jack Marriott's just giving it straight to me. Adam May will get it forward quickly, and we'll wait and wait and wait, and then play Afolayan in behind. And now there really is options at the back post. Joey's there with a header. Tipped over by Christy Pym. Not quite as simple as Sam Smith's nod home. And Fuchs gets that first. It'll drop here for Adam May. Looking for Afolayan on his favoured right foot, but it's well blocked by the defender. We are absolutely the better side here so far in this game. And look, to this point, like the only team likely to score the next goal in the game. Although Borough are on the attack now, and Jack Marriott is looking to burst in behind. Lays it into Burrows, whose pass finds only the feet of Josh Key. We'll keep our 1-0 lead for now, and hopefully all the way till half-time. And then from there, all the way till full-time. That'd be lovely. 3 points, please. Switch from one side of the pitch to the other here. Ward has worked that inside nicely and tried to block the passing lane with Lloyd Jones and did so well. It kind of could predict where they were going to go there. Adam May will look down the line here for Lancaster, and you can see Sam Smith and George Chapman trying to arrive in the box. This is going to fall for Joey, who should win this header. Actually hasn't. And Scheidler will try and build for Borough again, but they've not been very good going. Oh, I nearly brought up a good Dina out of position there. They're not attacking too impressively so far, Peterborough. They have been struggling to create the goal-scoring chances. Dimmy hasn't been called upon yet. He might be here, though. That's going to cannon around. And he is called upon and shows great reactions to get to the loose ball as well. That was very nearly a simple tap-in for the Borough man. Thankfully, the first time that Dimmy is called upon, he's not lacking in concentration. Oh, all of the noises. Joey eventually comes away with possession, and support is here. Here's Adam May. We'll go Honeyman first. But Afolayan ran offside. We'll get it to him. And now, Idale's run offside. Flick it around the corner for Jack. Come back to Joey. Hold the man off. Get the shot away. Good save by Christie Pym. Afolayan can't quite get to it. Oh, and Borough very calm and composed in defence. Oh, had all of the noises coming out of me there, but unfortunately we weren't able to find the opportunity to get the second goal. Well in, Jabril, love that. Very well intercepted. Just knocked that around the corner there for Lancaster, but it's loose, unfortunately. Just under 15 minutes to go to hold on now, and we'll get a very impressive 1-0 win. Afolayan. I keep getting shouted at for saying Afolayan rather than Afolayan. I apologise. I've been pronouncing it both ways, and it's been infuriating some of you. Lancaster down the line there, looking for Josh Key. I don't know whether to just try and hold on to the ball and waste time now at the end of the game and ensure that we get the win, or push for that second. Goal difference for us, even despite our good defensive record, isn't that great compared to those other teams at this part of the table, because of course our goal scoring hasn't been too good. Lancaster will look to deliver that into the middle, and unfortunately they're going to win it back. And there's 2 minutes added on here, and they are coming away for a quick counter attack, but Adam May intercepts nicely, and that will be game. Just the one, if not two, but nothing for Peterborough here in this game. We'll work this out wide. Idale will try and deliver it if he can. It's a good run. It's a decent cross as well. And Lancaster! Oh, that's lovely. You love that from Jack. The cross from Idale, from Jack at left back to Jack at right mid. One left foot to the other left foot. That's a volley and a half, and a delivery that's superb as well. What a way to win against your biggest rivals. Dimmy's absolutely loving it, as are the fans. Idale just kept pushing, trucking away down that wing, and it just evaded their number 16, but all about that finish. All about that finish. Jack, where has that been hiding all season? What a goal. You love to see it. Cambridge 2, Peterborough 0. That's 3 points on the board. That's us back in the playoffs, and only 3 points behind third place Peterborough United as well. We closed the gap on them, and subsequently on those at the top of the table too, although it's still quite a sizable gap to those two automatic promotion spots. Still over 10 points, I think. 12 to second and 13 to first. Where are we? Oh, we're fifth. We're fifth, only up to 41. Bolton have played their extra game as well. So we're up to 41. We are 10 points off second and 12 off the top. But there's a long way to go, and you know how quickly things can change in this division. So we won't let up. We'll head now to the game against Lincoln and try and get back-to-back wins. Lincoln then with a 4-3-3. Sam Long in goal, then TJ Ioma at right back. Monsma, Walsh and Bramall round out their defensive line. Oisin Gallagher in the midfield, 56 rated. Max Sanders at 61 and Conor McGrandles at 66. Certainly the best of their midfielders there. Theo Archibald on the right of their attack, who's got 3 in his last 3, supposedly. Anthony Scully on the left and Tom Hopper through the middle. Nibs gets the nod ahead of Ironside on this occasion. The rest of the side is as it was. And we'll see if... Well, basically, it's going to be Sam Smith and either Nibs or Ironside for the rest of the season up top, I imagine. Sam Smith is the one that, even though his stats aren't that great, to be fair, none of my strikers are really that good on the ball, in possession, and good at dribbling or holding the ball up. So, honestly, I probably need to replace all of them, but you can see from that there just how bad Harvey Nibs' passing is. A simple pass, completely fucked up. And build-up play like that is probably going to seal Harvey's future, I'm afraid. Especially if we get promoted. If we get promoted, I'm probably going to look to utilise almost all of my entire budget purely on my front line. And we're going to look to sign the strikers to keep us up to start and obviously take us further up the table from there. We have the best defensive record in the league already, and defensively we've got players that are A, young enough to continue to grow and have decent potentials and ceilings, so we're not in a position really to need to remove anybody from our defensive setup other than maybe the goalkeeper longer term. But for now, I'm happy enough with everything from the midfield back. It's just the front line, which is where we need to spend the money. So in the summer, that's where we'll spend the money. Hopper to Gallagher. Hopper back again to Sanders and over the top. Who's going to get to that first jump? So I thought it was going to be Josh Key that was going to get to that. He's offside, thankfully. That's a let-off. I was with Josh Key trying to head the ball home there as the ball went over the top. And it changed to Jubril. I'm pretty sure I was in control of Josh Key, and as it came over there, I couldn't really tell where it was going to drop, so I'd committed to the pass with the right back to nod it back to the keeper. As it happens, Jubril stretches like mad to get there first, and it goes across there. Thank God for the offside. We get a let-off. It's still 0-0. Archibald back to TJ Aoma and into the box dangerously to Gallagher. And they're playing the ball about nicely here. Aoma. Archibald, I saw it coming inside. It's just a case of stopping it, which I couldn't do. It's a lovely through ball. Dimmy makes the save. Sometimes you just can't change player quickly enough to keep up with the play. Anthony Scully's first time hit was headed towards that bottom corner, but Dimmy gets a big right leg to it to knock it over the bar. Relying on our goalkeeper here at the moment and the offside flag to deny Lincoln getting in front in this game. Jack Idell can't head that far enough away, or at least in a direction that gets it away from goal. Scully will find McGrandles, who was onside. And, oh, I get lucky with the deflection off Okadina's foot. Remember when I said it was pinballing? It's still doing that. Neither side able to take the lead in the opening 40 minutes. But we will... Oh, that's a nasty challenge. She'll certainly get a yellow card for that. We'll try and work this left bit by bit. I'll look for Sam Smith. But it's under hit. But I'll get the luck. And it's going to come back here. Affeline will look for Iredale again. And we'll dig out a cross that's, again, not good enough. Aoma's been very good for them at right back. Lincoln have been the better side in this game, I have to be absolutely honest. But we're still somehow able to keep them out and keep it at 0-0 as we approach half-time. And we will try and continue to do that for the rest of the game. We, of course, still need to get that clean sheet streak with the goalkeeper to ensure we get the objective for the board. And somehow we still have a clean sheet so far here. McGrandles across here to Anthony Scully. Ooh, there's the ball inside to McGrandles. And there's the man on the edge of the box. And Sanders with a little flick. And we have to be honest, that has been coming. Lincoln continually passing the ball across and then again and then again and again and again and just working the ball from one man to the next. And I just quite simply can't change player quickly enough. I thought the ball was going to go to the edge of the box there. You saw me drift with Chapman, I think I was in control with. But I get it to the man on the edge of the 6-yard box. And Dimmy can't quite keep that one out. It's just one too many. Tom Hopper gives Lincoln a 1-0 lead, and we're going to have to fight back from behind. Adam May across to Lancaster. May is still there again, and Lancaster finds him. He's keeping the men away from him here. We'll look for Lancaster out wide. Stand it up into the middle. Sam Smith's there. That take a block? No. Yes, Walsh managed to get a stop on it. Was headed towards goal, I think. A change for me and a change for them. Hakiba Delican on for them. Joey Ironside on for Harvey Nibbs for me. And Joey could be underneath this. They've been marking him out of the game. It's almost as if they've learned, as if opposition teams have learned not to leave Joey Ironside free from corners. TJ Aoma out-muscling him there as well, which is unusual. Adam May, get up, get up, get up, get up. Someone get to it. Whoa. It was close. Here's Joey. Sam Smith's made the run. We'll go across. Lancaster! Please be onside, Jack! He is onside, Jack! The man of the moment at the minute, Jack Lancaster. We have ourselves an equalising goal. I wasn't sure when Smith took the extra touch, thought it might have been off, but no, just the right side of the line. We've not really done much in front of goal today in this game, but thankfully we're back level now. That may even be one of my few chances, or my only chance. I've had 2. They've had 3. Not much creation in this game, a lot of midfield play. But finally, we have something on the score sheet, and we're level here against Lincoln, although, unfortunately, my clean sheet streak will now have to start again. We're having to rely on our defence at the minute. Our best defensive record of the season and of the save is still keeping us in this game. McGrandles delivers the corner. Iredale is there with a header. Affeline will come out to try and meet Hakib. And McGrandles will close him down. Adelican into the box. And Anthony Scully has that option out there. He's backed up and he's lost possession. We'll try and counter if we can. Joey across to Affeline. We'll try and get in behind if we can. There's really not much time left in this. Looking for Chapman centrally, who will look for Joey through the gap. Oh, Joey, please. Joey! He was a hero yesterday. He's a hero again today. Joey Ironside is back, and he's scoring goals again. We don't deserve this at all. I'm sorry, Lincoln fans. You've been the better team, but we're going to steal it late on. Joey just with the strength to hold off the defenders. Yes! 2-1 Cambridge in the dying moments. 84th minute goal. His 9th of the season so far. So he's on for 18-ish, which would still be a really good haul. He scored 7 in like the opening 10 and has then scored about 2 in the next 13, Joey. So his goal scoring certainly has slowed up. But he's been having a lot of bit putt rolls off the bench, as he has done here and as he did do in the game he scored the goal in yesterday. But he's managed to get us a goal here to potentially win the game, and we could yet score another. Lovely ball by Sam Smith on this occasion to find Lancaster, who's racing away. I've got so many at the back post. I just need to find one of them. Smith is there and I can't hit it first time. Can Chapman win this header? He can, but it's not going to fall to a Cambridge man. Just need to stop them getting the counter-attack away. And we might be able to win the game and see it through. It would be no more than they deserve if they do get a win, an equaliser here, but they won't. Dimmy, again, proving to be worth his weight in gold. He made mistakes early on in the save, but as he grows, he improves, just as we saw with Marc-Andre ter Stegen at Barcelona, albeit 20 ratings higher up. Dimmy's doing the business. And we've stolen all 3 points there at Sincil Bank, and I don't care. Hull draw. Luton didn't see their result, but will at least close the gap on Hull at the top. We stay 5th in the table, although Bolton now overtake Peterborough, and it's goal difference alone that separates us from the Borough boys now. We were 6 points behind at the beginning of play, and after 2 games, beating them and then winning our second, they've lost both games, and we're now level with them. Our goal difference is better than Bolton's as well, which is great. It's better than everybody else around us other than those top 2. And we're only 5 behind Hull, and if they're to fall off, then their goal difference will go with it. So we're actually in a good spot right now, provided Hull have if Hull have a wobble, we're in a good spot to prioritise that second spot rather than just the playoffs. But we're looking good at the minute. We're now 4 points inside the playoffs as well, so we can have a little bit of a wobble ourselves and still maintain a decent position in the league. Ross Stewart's scout report has come back. He may be a player I look to next season. 6'4", 68 ball control though, and 64 dribbling don't necessarily fill the criteria of the player I'd like to buy. But he's certainly going to be an option we could look to. Right, Shrewsbury next. We'll have to rotate a little bit for this one. But can we make it 3 straight wins? Shrewsbury with the 5 back. Burgoyne in goal. Callum Wilson on the right. Matthew Pennington, Banks Landell, Tom Flanagan and George Nurse. David Davis, Josh Vella and Luke Leahy in the midfield with Charlie Caton and Ryan Bowman up top. We got the best possible Christmas present on Christmas Day in that Lincoln game. A late winner from Joey Ironside. Was played on December 25th, wasn't it? So a lump of coal for Lincoln, but it was all joy under the tree for Cambridge United fans, or joy around the tree. Oh, I need to turn off the other controller after sorting out their lineup. Otherwise, it'd be quite easy to just walk around them with the other controller in control. We had to alter their lineup slightly to ensure that their players were playing in the positions they should be. Right then. Well, 2 wins from 2 so far and the best Christmas present already. Can we head into the new year all smiles as well? Some changes from my starting lineup as well, actually, that I'll bring to you. Ironside starts ahead of Stam Smith. Nibs would have been dropped, but Smith was quite tired. Otherwise, I think Ironside's back in the starting lineup now, don't you? We've got Honeyman into the starting lineup. Sam Sherring, Harrison Dunk in there as well, and Ben Warman too. So we are quite changed from that last game, but obviously the fixture list has decided that. Hopefully, those changes won't affect the way that we're able to get results. Up we go, please, George. Well, he's won a free kick, but I'm not entirely too sure for what. It could open up for Warman here. I could maybe have gone for goal there. Oh! I'll have the free... Oh, no free kick. All right, it has opened up for Warman then. That hit Vela's arm. How is that not a foul on the edge of the box? Win this, George. Well up. It's going to open up for Joey, but he can't keep it down. Bit of a snapshot. Probably should have let it settle in front of me first before I was able to take the shot away, but... if I waited any longer, then surely a defender would have gotten to me. Good header by Josh Vella on this occasion. And that 5 back has been our Achilles heel numerous times so far in this save. And, oh, that's a brilliant ball. That's a superb goal, and you just have to applaud it from Shrewsbury. From back to front, straight through the middle. It's normally those wide wing-backs that kill me off. Oh, it's just the ball all the way through the middle. Look, the run is good, and then just to play that pass, and then just opened up for them. It's a good finish too. Ah, that's annoying, but what can you do? sometimes you just get outplayed, and that's one of those occasions. Never mind, we shall have to come from behind again, as we did before. Dunk in there to Chapman. George Honeyman's begging for it, asking for it, so we'll get it to him. And Joe Ironside can use his physique, and Ben Warman's in behind. It's a narrow angle. It's well, it's not narrow angle enough, it seems. Still able to find an acute finish, Ben Warman, but not able to find the finish, unfortunately, across the goal. Can't find the target. It's a good opportunity, that. He's left-footed, though, so it was always going to be tough on his right to find that angle. I gave it a good old go. It just didn't quite work on this occasion. Still the opportunity for Shrewsbury to extend their lead here. I don't know what's happened with the defender there. He's just fallen over. That's not necessarily done me any favours there. Leahy with the effort. Cannons off Okadina. George Nurse trying to find the ball inside. Bowman. Leahy again. Oh, Dimmy. Get up, Dimmy. Offside. I was about to lose my mind and be really annoyed at the game engine for not letting me jump for that with the defender. In the end, the reason it didn't let me jump is because it already knew it was going to call it back for offside. We had a goal against Lincoln chalked off that in the end, thankfully, was the correct decision and allowed us to get the result that we did. Is that goal getting chalked off going to allow us to get a result here as well? Lancaster's going to push forward. I'm actually going to dart inside, then look for the ball back there. Look for Joey, who can spin his man. Joey Ironside hits it against Flanagan. And Shrewsbury's defence continue to stand strong, which they have done throughout the entirety of the game so far. One time we got in behind with Warman, and we weren't able to find a finish. Joey's done well there, though, as has Warman to win it back. We'll look for Nibs. Afolayan's on the run. The dink's decent, but it's not good enough. Everything but the final ball or finish so far here against Shrewsbury. It's been a much more even game than the one against Lincoln. But at the moment, our lack of clinicality up top would probably lead you to say, at the minute, Shrewsbury would probably deserve the win should they see it through. There's still 45 minutes plus left to go, though. There's still the opportunity to get something from this game. I'd probably take a point at this stage, but if I can get the win, I'd love to. Is that going to be a corner? No, Joey nods it wide. In there to Nibs. You can see the run that Afolayan is making, and it's a run that's good. If I can turn inside the defender there, we could finish, and do. Dapo Afolayan makes it 1-1 before half-time with just seconds to spare. We find ourselves level here as we did against Lincoln. And this time again, we pray for a Christmas miracle and another goal to pop up. But we've got a full 45 to try and find it this time. Good footwork from Dapo. And that's what I need from my strikers as well. That's the level of agility, balance, ball control, dribbling that I want from at least one of my strike partnership to ensure that we can do that up top as well. I can have a Joey Ironside type player and I can have someone alongside him who's better on the ball. Neither Sam Smith nor Harvey Nibs are that player. But in the minute, we're getting goals from elsewhere as well. We're level and there's still a single half left to try and end the calendar year strong. Afolayan just onside here. Chapman getting forward. You see the run that Nibs is making. It's not the pass I wanted. Not through the channel I was aiming for. And that is a tired pass from George Chapman. And we'll bring him off the field. We'll bring Liam O'Neill on instead of Adam May and give Adam May the full week's rest. Varga for Afolayan as well, I think. Varga on the right, Worman on the left. Will swap them so they can cross on their favoured feet. So Varga with a farewell final 30 minutes. He will leave the club at the end of this game, at the end of the week. And we'll take just over £500,000 for him, which is a pretty sizable fee and a very agreeable fee. Thank you very much. We will take that and run, really. We'll look to replace him with a short-term free agent loan. Or just a short-term loan in general if we can find someone that would actually join us. Josh Key getting stuck in there. Get that down the line. Really poorly. Oh, but given away. And the chance now, Nibs. It needs to be a good ball into Ironside. He had to just hold up and wait for the ball to arrive with him. So we'll look to get that back to Varga and then centrally. But it's worked well. Nibs back to Liam O'Neill. I find Warman. No, but we find Dunk. Can he find Nibs at the back post? No. We win this header with Liam O'Neill. Yes. Oh, Joey, you're backing away. I have no idea what your footwork is there. Honeyman, Liam O'Neill, quickly into Nibs. Back to George Honeyman. A snapshot from the edge of the box draws the save from Burgoyne. 20 to go. The pressure is building on this Shrewsbury goal. We want that late winner again. We had Joey to thank for it earlier, as we did yesterday, but it's not yet. Oh, it's on Woolman's left, though. Oh, I think that was actually headed in. It was certainly on target. That's going to bounce kindly for me. Nibs will find O'Neill. Back to Nibs. Harvey left the ball behind. I was hoping it would shape for him on his right there, and he struck it on his left. 15 to go. We look good for a point now. We are actually the better side the past 10, 15 in-game minutes. But we just need to not open up defensively and allow them in. Oh, it's gorgeous from Bowman. It's beautiful. And they have gotten in. And Shrewsbury with a delicious little link to give them probably all 3 points. Bar humbug. This thing with when they have the wingback, they don't necessarily always have that support when they try and turn around and they fail to cross like they always or most of the time do. The AI just don't like to cross it, do they? He'll just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, trying to look for a pass to feet, which he won't get because there's nobody around his support. Can I just have the fucking ball back, please? See, this is idiotic. This is the sort of clip I need to send to the gameplay devs to say, look, players need to cross more because this is stupid. Ironside back there to Varga. Inside to George Foreman. George Foreman? George Honeyman. No grilled sandwiches here, thank you very much. Woman, I'll go out wide to Harrison Dunk. We'll stand it up looking for Honeyman at the back post. Oh, he's headed it down at his own feet. That was shit, mate. That was really, really bad. Oh, it's going to be a defeat here, unfortunately, at home against Shrewsbury, it seems. But they took their goal very well indeed. I had no choice, really, than to call the keeper for the chance when they played the through ball because Okadina just wasn't going to get there. Unfortunately, he had the presence of mind to be able to play the ball over the top of him. Wilson will go back, but this is game. This is Shrewsbury winning, and we will end the calendar year with a defeat. Will it be by 2 or will it be by 3 goals to 1? That came off their man, I think it did. It is a defeat. We probably deserve to lose the one against Lincoln and probably only really deserved a point here against Shrewsbury, although I had 11 shots in the end. Some go for you, some go against you. That was the latter, unfortunately. But we'll be into the January transfer window as per the 1st of the new month and the very first day of the new episode. And we have ourselves a game on it, as Varga now will wish us goodbye. Oh, Jesus. Loads of emails. Oh, Sadie recalled, Shering recalled. I was really hoping they wouldn't. Balls. George Williams is running out of contract. That's not too much of an issue. Oh, it's annoying, it's annoying, it's annoying. Well, I do have a centre-back here I could call upon in Mark Lloyd, so I could call him up. So maybe we do that, and that solves the defender issue. So then it's just, do I really need another striker? Probably not. Probably not. I could probably throw someone else up top or change formation, because we do have a number of midfielders. So in tomorrow's episode, we will initially look to loan sign a free agent for the rest of the season and then take it from there. But I'll recover that again at the beginning of the next episode. So that will bring us to a close for today, for this episode, lads. Thank you very much for watching. We are still in 5th in the league table, so looking good. And with the game in hand, actually, although we need the win from that game in hand to actually catch up with Peterborough and Bolton again. Although, oh no, we're on 44. Yeah, I thought for a minute we'd close the gap, but no, we haven't. And the game against Luton, I think, is our game in hand, which isn't necessarily the sort of opponent you want for a game in hand. So we'll probably split the month of January into 2 as well. I know it's a lot of episodes in these lower leagues, but it just makes sense. We want to try and get as far as we can. Although I could sim. We're not in the FA Cup, and I could sim that Papa John's Trophy game. We'll wait and see how it goes. We'll play it by ear. But for now, that is definitely it for this one. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more content. I'll see you next time.